Okay, so here we are again, another interview of Chiral Gold. And once again, we're joined by the one and only Dr. Joe Strauss. So very grateful and thankful to have you here with us again today. And
Well, thank you for inviting me.
absolutely. So what I want to do, the whole main purpose of having these discussions is hopefully to help chiropractors be more
Mhm.
successful in the sense where they can reach more people, have a bigger impact, and do it while spreading the message of objective straight chiropractic. And so
Mm.
I thought would be good is before we get into some of the specifics today, talking about things like innate intelligence and universal intelligence, some of the principles of our philosophy, is I thought get your thoughts and your ideas on how this does affect the practice. Does it matter? Does it matter if a chiropractor has a deeper understanding of concepts like innate intelligence and universal intelligence? So basically, is there a practical application, and does it matter in terms of building a successful practice or not?
Yeah, I think it does matter. Of course, it first matters whether the chiropractor understands it, and then whether he has the ability, the tools in order to communicate that to the people. And I think that's what we need to do. First of all, we need to have it ingrained in us, and so that it really comes out, so that it automatically comes out, and that's why I have learned to be able to communicate that to people by just talking about it and immersing myself in it so much of my life.
Right.
And I think that's important for every chiropractor to do that. And you need to understand and have those things at your fingertips. And that's why speaking and reading and studying and thinking about the chiropractic philosophy, I think, is so important.
Right. Because when it comes down to it, it's the thing that makes us unique. It's what separates us from everything else and every other profession out there that might be, at least in the public's mind, grouped in the health profession. And
Hmm.
so, yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. We need to demonstrate that difference, and that difference deals with our objective, and that's why we think that understanding that objective is what's so important in what we do.
hmm absolutely. So just want people to understand that these concepts we're going to be talking about today do have a practical application in the practice. These aren't just things that we get together and talk about at a chiropractic seminar or among other chiropractors. There is a direct application to all these ideas and concepts in the practice so that the people coming in can understand it so that they can receive then the benefit of chiropractic care.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I think the most important thing I heard, I think it was David Koch once said, unless if an individual doesn't walk out of your office on that first visit, understanding what your objective is, understanding uh, the basic concept of chiropractic, which is the innate intelligence of the body, then you've really failed in your mission.
well,
And I think that's important that we understand that. And then we can understand it as if that it's totally a part of our being and our philosophy and our explanation of chiropractic.
right. You can't teach something that you don't know yourself. If you don't know it yourself, there's no
Right,
way you can explain to people. Well,
right.
that's an interesting thought right there. So we're talking about day one. We want people to understand who we are and what we do.
Hmm. I think, yeah, I think the important thing is to understand that we are different, we are unique, and what we're talking about really makes sense. It's just common sense, and it's principles that people know, and
Right.
they really understand it from just from life, and that's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
And people don't understand life and related to chiropractic or related to health, and
Right.
that's what we should be doing.
Right. And I think that's a key thing you just said right there too, is that these are things people kind of already know. These are just
Hmm.
principles of life. And we're just grouping them together and putting them together in the chiropractic context so that they can understand it and see how what we do again is unique and how it can benefit them for the rest of their life.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what we should be doing. Yes.